This used to drive me crazy, like literally bazonkers. Like someone would, I'd have something going on. I don't feel this way anymore, by the way, but I would have something going on when I was like a hot mess in my 20s. And and then someone would say, well, just do some yoga, go take a yoga class, or go, what have you done your gratitude list? Or those are the top two, gratitude list and do yoga. I'm like, I'm in a massive trauma and I'm drinking a lot, and I'm gratitude lists and yoga are not going to solve my problems. And I would get crazy mad. Now I don't do yoga personally, but I see the value in all of that, especially the gratitude list. But that was what a lot of people would say. It was like that, do self-care, go do yoga and your gratitude list, and that's going to shift your mindset. Now, if you have like massive trauma like I did, yeah, like those things are great, but there needed to be more to it. Which leads me to, I used to want to get this t-shirt that said, just go do yoga and it'll magically cure everything. And for some people, it actually magically kind of does cure everything, but yoga's never been my thing. However, so the other day in class, we were in my shamanic class, my advanced shamanism class, we were doing journeys on looking at what are your blind spots? Like, what are some internal blind spots or blind spots that big places in yourself where you're like, I don't see that, don't want to see it, don't want to look, la, 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 la. And one of mine that came up for me was self-care. I was like, self-care? And it's true. It's true. I have blind spots around self-care. Now I can do the check the box self-care, go for a walk, check, meditate, check. I can't think of any right now. Eat good food, check, right? Go hang out in nature, check. I got all of those things, like I got down pat. Where I don't have it is a lot of the internal self-care. And it's starting to have a consequence. It's catching up with me, basically. So I've had like a health issue for like 2 years. It's going to take care of it. It's a perimenopausal thing. It'll get resolved, but I just kept ignoring it and putting it off and ignoring it. It's going to be fine. And it's now to a place where it's not fine. That is not self-care. And my guides in the journey was kind of like, what are you doing? Like, you're actively ignoring a part of your body that is like, yeah, just actively ignoring a part of your body. And so I've been sitting in like asking my uterus and things like that for forgiveness, and like telling her I love her and everything like that. So I started doing that self-care, and then I'm really looking at it medically, and not just, meditating things away. So I'm taking action is my point. But there's other ways of self-care that in the past, and maybe even right now, that I don't honor. And this is the part where I really want you to hear is self-care. All the check the boxes self-care are awesome. And self-care is a buzzword in the spiritual community, right? Did you take a long bath? Did you do the Epsom salt bath? Did you do your yoga? Did you do your gratitude list? Did you meditate? All of those things are awesome. And I'm turning off my email. All those things are awesome. And there's a deeper level of self-care. Are you watching your boundaries? Are you self-care in the way that you talk to yourself? Are you overly critical? Do you live in your head? Are you allowing people in your energy that aren't good for you? Are you people pleasing? Do you say yes when you really mean no? Or do you say no when you should be saying yes and taking a risk? Those are all deep levels of self-care. That's like that soul self-care. That's like really getting to know yourself on a deep, deep level. And as we're going into the holidays, this is where people get really pushed up against themselves. A lot of people, family stuff comes up. People who are alone, their stuff comes up. People who are not alone, their stuff comes up. It's kind of designed that way. And then for some people, they escape through the holidays and they think it's the most magical time of the year. However, our stuff comes up most of the time, particularly around the holidays. And so, like, really encouraging you to look at, what is your internal self-care look like? Are you supporting yourself on a deep, deep level? Are you honoring your needs? Are you honoring yourself? Do you know yourself? Are you ignoring parts of yourself? because the self-care on the outside, that matters. Those check the boxes, self-care matter, resting when you need to rest, those types of things. But are you ignoring pains in your body? Are you saying, like, all of those things I just mentioned, those matter. And when you start to really honor these deeper places in yourself is when you really start to get into power, right? The fact that I ignored this thing that's been going on with me as a perimenopausal woman and just wishing it away, because, to be complete, you want to know why? I didn't want to deal with it. I'm too busy. That's my mantra. I'm too busy. It's not a great mantra. In fact, it's a bullshit mantra. I'm too busy is a bullshit mantra, because what I'm really saying is I don't care enough about my body. That's the subtext. It's true to take the steps, to take time out, go get this checked out, go look at it now, because there are multiple steps I have ahead of me. Blood work. I mean, we're talking like appointment after appointment. And I energetically, I like knew that this was going to take some work. But if I don't follow through, what's weird? It's like right now as I'm talking about it, my uterus is like cramping up. She's like, yeah. She's like, yeah, you did it. But I'm too busy is bullshit. And that was not self-care at all. And I could meditate all freaking day, but if I'm ignoring things in myself, that is a problem. And so I'm using my I was about to say my wisdom, no, my experience to hopefully, maybe there's a part of you that you're ignoring. And it could be something in your body, or it could be something else. Like maybe you're in a relationship with a friend or someone else that they're not treating you well and you're just ignoring it. Or maybe you're eating food that is not good for you. Or maybe you are over pleasing with things. Or maybe you are not taking that rest when you need to rest. Or on the flip side, maybe there's a creative endeavor like gardening or painting, and you've told yourself, I'm not good at that, I can't do that, or I don't have time. So as we go into 2024, like really encouraging you to look at the blind spots that you have around self-care. And if you say, I don't have any, dig deep. Dig deep. We are human. We are in a human experience, and oftentimes we are programmed to be good little soldiers and good little robots and do what it is that we're supposed to do, and not go and dig too deep. Like a lot of the baby boomers, not all of them, because I know you may be a baby boomer that are watching this, but I know a lot of baby boomers, like my mother-in-law's friends, not my mother-in-law, she digs deep, but in that area, that la la la, don't pretend it's not happening, la la la. But not us spiritual warriors, because we're here to grow. You're here to grow. You're here to continue digging and looking and building power. Digging not like in what's wrong, but being curious. Where do I get to grow? Where do I get to where am I not holding myself accountable? Where am I not in true, honest self-care? That place. Because here's the thing, what we're here to do, we're here to grow. We're here to become the best version of ourselves. What else do we have to do? Watch TV? Yeah. What else do you have a career? Awesome. Have a family? Amazing. But our soul is here to become the best that we can become. The best. So the minute we start ignoring ourselves, like I was doing with this, is a problem. It's when we start to lose power. And we can lose trust in ourselves. That we can always gain it back, bringing it back, responsibility, looking at it, and then starting where you are. So self-care, not just the buzzword, take a bath self-care, deep self-care. Baths are good. I love baths. We got a hot tub and it is awesome. I really pushed for that one. I was like, we're in Arizona. I'm like, we got a hot tub and it's perfect right now. It's so good. Thank you so much for listening. I appreciate you so much. And I'm so excited to see what we can create as a community moving into 2024. And I'll continue to show up for you in any way that I can, sharing my own life experience so that you can take what resonates with you and be the best version of yourself. Become the best that you can be. All right. And I'm walking alongside of you. All right. My name is Beth Osmer, and I will see you on the next video.